No, we have to ask. Did you hear what Bruce Brown said?
Yeah, I did.
How did you take those comments?
I mean, he said what he said. So, I mean, for us, it's more we showed on the court. If he thinks the way he thinks, we're going to prove him wrong.
What did go through your mind when you guys realized you're facing the Nets?
I mean, we kind of expected it before they played Cleveland. No disrespect to Cleveland. But for us as players, we kind of prepared for it in our minds already. So for us, kind of, we excited. I mean, we have a big goal, so you got to beat the best teams. And then playing the Nets now with Kyrie and KD, and I think it's going to be fun and definitely a good test and a good start for us as a team in the playoffs.
How do you like how the playoff schedule is? I mean, you guys play Sunday and then you have a few days in between games. Ime said that that's kind of the time for guys to rest and recover. How do you approach that?
I was a little surprised that we play Sunday, Wednesday. I expect like Tuesday, like a day in between. But obviously, we take every day we can rest. So when we play Sunday, it's an early game. So we go all out. Then you got like 2 days in between with no traveling, another home game. So I think it's great for us. In general, for players and players, like if you get an extra day to rest, it helps. So we can, like, whatever adjustments you got to make from game 1 to game 2, you got an extra day too.
You said you're going to be ready for Bruce if he comes at you, doing the short roll things that he's doing right now, and just, the way they're running their offense. How do you prepare for that?
I mean, they found a good spot, like when teams try to double team Kyrie and KD, like to find him like in the middle of the in the paint, like kind of like Golden State used Draymond with handoffs and then attacking like floaters and finding the bigs. So I think it's just like obviously Kyrie and KD get a lot of attention, but also we have a lot of great defenders, long wings that we can guard one-on-one. We don't have to go double team that many times or that quick in the game. So we take away his like ability to playing like in the middle of the zone, like when we trap the pick and rolls, or other teams that like Cleveland did. Cleveland gave up like 4 or 5 lobs, just Bruce Brown lobbing up to the rim. So I think defensively we have so many guys who can guard one-on-one. And that's like what we're gonna do. Take pride in its playoffs. Like you can just go double team from the first second. Like they expected. Double team KD is not easy. Like he's a 7-footer, basically. So we're gonna go one-on-one.
You guys, the way that you switch against them, it's not quite like a double, but you kind of hold up there. So sometimes Bruce Brown can leak out. So you're probably gonna have to step up a little bit. So I guess how comfortable do you feel and how prepared do you feel at this point to take on that low man role that you've been starting to do?
I think it's more like that you got to show a crowd to Kyrie and KD. Like you can't just, it's one-on-one, yes, but also you got to shift from different positions. Like you got to make the small, like you got to make the court smaller than it is, like especially when they have with Drummond and Bruce Brown, like guys who not as good as a shooter as like Seth Curry or somebody out there. You got to just crowd it. You got to show a presence. Like if you just open up the court, like it's harder to guard them. But then as a low man, if he gets like, you got to play like 1-on-2, like you got to like gamble, like just stunning him. Like, so you got to make a decision in the seams.
What kind of challenges Drummond? I mean, he's a huge guy. He's a great offensive rebounder. And, he gets a lot of easy points for them. What kind of challenges him? Is he?
Yeah, like you say, he's a big guy. Like his offensive rebounding, like it's huge for them. Like he gets them a lot of second chance points. I think he averaged like 4 offensive rebounds in 20 minutes. So especially with a lot of switching, it's like the whole team. It's not just one guy, not just me, Al, or Grant on him. Like the wings gotta fly in there to grab the rebounds. If we box him out, it's his ability. He's heavy, he's strong. Like that's what he's been doing for years. So it's like a whole team thing.
And just how confident are you in this particular group? You've been on teams here before in the past playoffs. What makes you confident about the group? Is it the defense? What kind of thoughts go into this series?
I would say like everything. Just like first of all, like it starts off court, like the chemistry is awesome. Then also on court, you mentioned like the defenses. Like we have each other's back. If a mistake happened, like next guy is right there. Then offensively, we've been sharing the ball. Like since I'm here, we had games with 39 assists. I think in Chicago we had 20 at half. So I think that's what it is about. Obviously in the playoffs, you're gonna pick your matchups you want to attack, but then it's also you, like let's say like in JB and JT, they might attack this matchup to create great shot for themselves or for the next guy. So I think it's like just sharing the ball.
Yes. Daniel, how much of your ramp up was in getting comfortable was due to having not played as much in Houston and then also getting used to the system?
Obviously it took me a little bit. I haven't played as much as I wanted in Houston. Then after the trade, I mean, I had time. I had the All-Star break, so I had time to ramp it up. So, and obviously we used every practice that we had for me and Derrick just to get used to the system offensively. And definitely, I mean, easy was, I played with all those guys before except Derrick, basically. So that was kind of the easy part, just learning the system, like offensively, what we're running. And then defensively, it's the same. Just getting used to the new roles, like playing off ball or guarding the pick and roll, like just getting used to both roles.
How different is it defensively, this scheme?
Just a little bit. I'm used to like basically playing everything pick and roll from drop, being up, double team, or switching. Playing off ball was kind of new, but then it's the same. Like you got to just learn how to read when you help and when not. Like when we switch, there's not much need to help as much as like somebody else plays a drop. So I think it's just like game flow, rhythm, and just like reading the whole situation.
Do you feel any different now that you're 30?
Maybe a little more experienced.
One Zoom question from John Corrales, please.
Hey, Daniel, the mental aspect of this series is going to be big because you know that they're going to make their runs and those runs could be, pretty potent. How do you guys on the floor keep your wits about you? How do you keep your mental state so you can answer back at those runs?
I think we know that Kyrie and KD, they're going to make tough shots. Like even when we play great defense, and they're going to make some tough shots. That's what they're known for. They're great scorers, so we can't just lose focus in that and just like lose sleep over it if they make contested long twos over one or two people. So I think that's the main part. Just like keep going, whatever we're doing, we believe in ourselves. So that's like the most important thing.
Thank you, Daniel. Wrap it up right there. Oh.
Yeah. Sorry. How would you describe your relationship with Kyrie right now? Because there was some beef after the playoff series last year.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't here for the playoff series last year. So, no, it's good. I have a good relationship with him. Every time I see him, we talk. Like I text him once in a while or something. So it's a former teammate relationship. So like I said, when I see him, we talk for a little bit, talk how the families are, and then we play a game. And the playoffs might be a little different, but like we said, like it's still former teammate, it's a friend. So, but on the court, we might put this to the side, like until the game's over.
I'm done.
Okay. Thank you.